Wellington Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm here with Jameson Marriott once again. This guy cannot stop topping locals. It's literally in his blood. I asked my student Jamie here to record for me, to write for me rather, a 45,000 word essay and have it in by Wednesday night. And you know what? Instead of doing that, he decided to build this sweet deck, which also has 45,000 words. What are you playing today, bro?
I was playing Flower Cardians today.
Alright, I want you to look at your fans and say you were playing Flower Cardians.
I was playing Flower Cardians.
Oh, well, that's just gorgeous. And how'd you do?
I came second, going, only losing one match.
Yeah, keep it together. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. What you got for us?
Okay, so I've got 3 pine, of course.
Okay, Jamie, we just talked about this.
Oh,
We're going to put the cards here.
Yeah, so 3 pine, this is one of the main starters deck and one of only 2 normal summons.
Okay.
The main point of it is, like with all Flower Cardians, on summon you draw a card, you reveal it. If it's a Flower Cardian monster, you keep it, otherwise it gets sent from your hand to the grave.
So they all do that?
Most of them do that in some way. The main thing is, that's what I'll refer to as a Cardian draw for the rest of this, rather than explaining the entire effect.
Okay.
It's main starter. Then we've got 2 Pine with Crane. Pine with Crane can only special summon itself by tributing Flower Cardian Pine. On summon, does a Cardian draw, and then you can also special summon the monster if you keep it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a good follow-up and way to get through your deck. We've got 3 Cherry Blossom. This one, you can tribute a Flower Cardian monster, do a Cardian draw, and if you keep it, you'll also get to search or special summon a Flower Cardian from your deck. Another one of the few starters and a really good combo maker, play maker, or just follow-up. Then we've got 3 Cherry Blossom with Cardian. Another one of the starters, you reveal it in your hand, do a Cardian draw. If you keep the card, it special summons itself, otherwise they both go to grave. It's also a slight... like Bujingi Crane effect, where you can discard it to increase the attack.
Bujingi Crane?
I forgot the name of the fairy one.
Honest! Okay, what does it actually do? During either player's damage step when you're a Fire Cardian monster. Okay, so it's Alistair the Invoker.
Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. Alistair for Cardian one.
There you go.
We've got 2 Clover with Boar.
Gorgeous.
It's another tribute a Cardian to summon it. Does a Cardian draw. If you keep it, you get to destroy a monster your opponent controls non-targeting.
Okay, so we're going second sometimes.
Yep, it's still perfectly viable going first to just get through your deck, but otherwise it can be good getting out things like SP.
You say good, I say cray, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got 3 Maple with Peony with Butterfly. This is one of the more central cards of the deck, as it's one of the main tuners that summons itself by tributing a Flower Cardian. On summon, you do a Cardian draw. If you keep it, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put them back in any order on the top or bottom. In addition, like with all Flower Cardian tuners, you can, when you do a synchro summon using it, you can treat itself and all other materials as level 2.
I just want to clarify, that says it looks at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck.
That's what I said, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, well...
It looks at your opponent's deck,
yeah,
ladies
you get
and
to
gentlemen,
alter your opponent's deck and then next draw.
Goated, kinda. Redo. I'm not starting this again.
We've got 2 Zebra Grass. This is a card that just unbricks itself. It summons itself if you have a level 7 or lower Cardian, and then on summon you can shuffle back any number of Flower Cardians back into your deck, draw back the same number of cards.
Magical Mallet.
Yep, essentially, but it's also a body on top of that.
Crazy. Better than Magical Mallet is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got 2 Zebra Grass with Moon. This summons itself by tributing the previous Zebra Grass. On summon, do a Cardian draw. If you keep it, you can special summon the card. Again, more follow-up, more ways to combo, and just getting through your deck. We've got 2 Maple with Deer. Like Clover with Boar, it's tribute a Flower Cardian, summon it. On summon, Flower Cardian draw. If you keep the card, you non-targeting destroy a spell or trap your opponent controls. Again, just a way to kind of break boards while also just getting through your cards. Got 3 Willow. This is another very core card. It's non-hard. It's a soft once per turn. Target a Cardian in your grave, shuffle into deck, and draw a card. You keep on cycling through them, aiming to shuffle back themselves, and that's your way to build hand advantage to build up your big boards. It also just summons itself while you control a level 10 or lower Flower Cardian.
Crazy.
We've got 2 Flower Cardian
These cards are sweet.
Yeah, this is almost max rarity Flower Cardians.
Well, it's not even the rarity. I like that they reference like all cards. You got Giant Trunade, you've got that one Predator Plant. Is it Darling? No, it's not Darling. No, I don't know. It's a Predator Plant monster, I promise.
Yeah, they're also all based off the Japanese card game. Of
Yeah, of course. And you've got like, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is incredible. The Wicked Avatar, Naturia Beetroot something, Blazewing Butterfly. You got any ideas?
Nope.
Something. It's probably from Yugi. This is like that one curtain. This is gorgeous. It's incredible. Another Naturia card. Gotta love it.
This card is just a body. It summons itself by controlling a level 11 or lower Cardian, which is every other Flower Cardian you run. It's got a slight battle fader effect where if your opponent attacks it, you end the battle phase and draw a card.
So basically what you're saying is Flower Cardian is an in-engine way to beat Tenpai?
Yes.
That's what you... Word for word?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Put it on a t-shirt. It's been said.
And finally, we've got
Finally.
2 Willow with Calligrapher. This one summons itself by tributing the previous Willow. It's another tuner, and it lets you, on summon of course, do a Cardian draw. If you keep it, you can special summon it.
Very nice.
Next, we're on to the spells. Now, the least broken of these is Flower Gathering.
Shut up! Shut up! You're so ill. The least broken of these. Why don't you tell the people what it
So
does?
what it does is you summon 4 Flower Cardian monsters from deck, but their effects are negated. And they have to have different names to have 100
This is
attack and defense.
unbelievable. No, it does not say 100 attack and defense, just 100 attack.
Just 100 attack. Thankfully, all
4
Cardians in the main deck keep the same attack and defense. There are 5 different targets in the main deck, so even if you've gone through a bunch of your cards before to get into this one, you can still use it and have a good chance of being able to resolve it.
So ill.
Now, of course, the issue is that it's a spell, so if you draw it off a normal Cardian draw, you do lose the card.
Ah, well.
Next, we've got 3 Recardination. So this one, on activation, you target a Flower Cardian monster in your graveyard, add it to hand, then you can special summon any Flower Cardian from your hand, ignoring its summon conditions. Very good follow-up or extender, or especially after you get nibbed. In addition, if it's sent to grave by a Flower Cardian monster, so if you draw it off a Cardian draw, you excavate top 5 cards of your deck, add any spell trap among them to hand, and then put them back in any order. It helps sort out your combos and make sure that the next hit won't be an incorrect one.
It's also how you get away with not having your spell traps be named Flower Cardian.
Yes.
Kind of. Because it just doesn't matter.
Next, we've got the best card in the deck, Super All In. So this one is a bit of a gamble, of course, influenced by the anime. You return a Synchro monster you control to the extra deck, summon 4 Flower Cardians from your graveyard, and then do a Cardian draw. If you keep it, nothing happens. If you don't keep it, then you destroy all monsters you control and halve your life points.
Well, if it's not a monster.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah.
In addition, if you sent it off a Cardian draw, during the end phase you get to add any spell trap card from your graveyard to your hand.
Very, very powerful.
Yeah.
And
Finally,
what do we got?
We've got 2 Super Koi Koi. Normally you should be on 3, however, I forgot what cards were in this deck when I brought it today. This card is another follow-up or extender play where you excavate top 3 cards of your deck, special summon any Cardians among them to your field, their effects negated and they become level 2. Any other cards or cards that you can't summon get banished face down and you take 1,000 for each. It's just a more follow-up and another way to get out of tricky situations. In addition, in the grave, you can banish it and tribute a monster as cost, summon any Flower Cardian from hand ignoring its summoning conditions. It's a way to get around nib tokens or other monsters that your opponent might have given you that you don't want.
Alright. And now we're getting into the non-engine, right?
No, now we're getting into the extra deck.
Oh, so you're saying you played a deck with no non-engine in this format? And you came second?
Yep. Droll isn't a real card.
Droll isn't a real card, guys. You heard it here first. You know what else is not a real card? Thunder Dragon Colossus.
Correct. Thunder Dragon Colossus doesn't really affect this deck as everything's drawing cards.
And that's kind of why you picked it today, right?
Yeah.
And that came up how many times?
None.
So what's in the extra deck?
So in the extra deck, we've got 3 Flower Cardian Board Fly. This is the floodgate of the deck.
You might remember this from OCG sprite lists when people were ODing on Copium.
So what this does is it just takes 1 tuner and 2 non-tuners, so effectively any 3 Flower Cardian monsters.
Because they're all level 2s when you're synchroing.
Yep. You banish a Flower Cardian from grave as cost, and until the end of the next turn, your opponent can't activate any effect into the graveyards or summon from either graveyard. incredibly powerful Floodgate, stops Snake Eyes in its tracks, stops Tear because Tear's definitely prevalent.
Prevalent?
Yeah.
Beats Orcus, I've heard.
Yeah, beats Orcus. Next we've got 3 Flower Cardian Moonflower Viewing. This is a really good, again, combo piece. It's once per turn, draw a card and reveal it. If it's a Flower Cardian, you can special summon it, but no matter what, you get to keep it. Not a hard once per turn, so you can keep on going through it, looping it. You do just skip your draw phase. In addition, it is of course a tuner, so it and all other monster users material are treated as level 2. Now one of the in-board pieces, we've got Cardian Light Shower.
You might know this from FTKs, yeah?
No.
No?
No.
Is this not? Okay, never mind.
No. What this does is mainly, it's level 8, requires 4 Cardians, but it protects all Flower Cardians from being targeted by your opponent's card effects and from being destroyed. This is really good because after you summon it from the grave with Super All In, even if you don't draw a Flower Cardian monster, you don't destroy all the monsters and you don't halve your life points because this protects them. It also burns your opponent during the draw phase for 1,500, but during your opponent's end phase, you do have to choose to skip your next draw phase. Mainly, you use it for the protection. 2 of them, plus their final boss monster, is a very strong board, as everything can't be targeted or destroyed. For the final bit of the Flower Cardians, we have 3 Light Flare. This is the boss monster, requiring 1 tuner and 4 non-tuners. Has 5,000 attack. It's a spell or trap negate that is not hard once per turn. Any of your opponent monster that battles a Flower Cardian monster has its effects negated. And if your opponent gets it to leave the field, you summon any Flower Cardian from the extra deck.
Tell him! Except itself.
Except itself.
Alright, that would be a bit too terrible.
Yeah. Finally, the 3 free slots that I had in case I didn't lock myself. I'll note about half the cards in the deck do lock yourself.
Everything.
Only half of them you can fully play non-archetypal cards.
That is ill.
Some workaround. 1 Chaos Angel, 1 Ching Ying, 1 SP Little Knight, just in case, because you can just summon these generically with Flower Cardians.
Is this yours?
Yep.
Oh, so some of the sleeves that you don't usually use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone gave me these sleeves essentially.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. This deck beats Tenpai, beats Snake Eyes, beats
Tear and Orcust.
Beats Orcust. There's nothing it can't beat except for, what do you lose to?
Droll.
No. What do you lose to?
Droll D-Shifter.
What did you lose to?
Today I lost to Snake Eyes Sky Striker.
And you might see that video in the future. I actually don't think you will, because that guy will not let me film a deck profile of him. But you heard it here first, guys. This is an incredible meta call for the upcoming format. You should all... No. You should buy out Light Shower. This one's shiny. No, you should buy out this. I feel like these cards are probably hard to find. They're like rares from Raging Tempest. Guys... Get on TCG Player and buy it out. I don't want to see any copies available anywhere, all right?
This deck cost like $10.
Deck cost $10? I want that shit to be 10,000 by next week, all right? I don't want to see a single player at the next YCS not playing Flower Cardian. Flower mirrors all day.
Oh god, that'd be awful.
All right, thank you very much for the profile, Jamie.
No worries.
Wellington Yu-Gi-Oh! Signing out. Have a good night, people.